Hi everyone, Joe here. I keep things in my office to inspire me and things around me to remind me to live my best life. Gandhi spoke of the voice of truth being with us every single day. And the voice of truth to him was that still small voice within us, or the voice of spirit. And so there is a story that I want to tell you today. There's a woman and took her son and she wanted to go and see Gandhi. And she had she knew the family of Gandhi, so she knew that she would be able to get in. So she put herself and her son on the train and rode 5 hours to get to the complex to be able to see Gandhi. And when she got in, she said, "Oh, Holy One, I need you to help me with my son. All my son wants to do is eat sugar. That's all he eats, morning, noon, and night, is sugar, sugar, sugar. I want you to tell him not to eat sugar." And Gandhi said to her, "Come back in 2 weeks and I will speak to your son." And the woman was very irritated about this. She had traveled 5 hours and now she would have to go back home with nothing resolved in her mind. But she did as she was told and she went back home. And in 2 weeks, she put herself and her son back on the train, traveled the 5 hours to the complex, and waited for her appointment with the great teacher. And when she got inside, she said, "Oh, Mr. Gandhi, I really need you to tell my son not to eat sugar." And the great teacher turned to her son and said, "Don't eat sugar." And she actually got very irritated. And she said, "Why? Why didn't you tell him that 2 weeks ago? I rode all the way back home 5 hours, waited the 2 weeks, rode 5 hours here, and now I have to ride 5 hours back. Why couldn't you tell him that 2 weeks ago?" And he said, "Madam, 2 weeks ago, I was still eating sugar. In order for the words that I speak to have power, I have to become my words." And so the very famous quote of Gandhi's is often misquoted as saying, "Be the change you want to see in the world." And it is actually, become the change you want to see in the world. So what is the change that you want to see in the world? And practice becoming that change. This is why I keep a picture of Gandhi in my office, to inspire me to become the change I want to see in the world. Make it a great day. God bless.